Hey, Eric.
Yeah.
You talked about all the homes that were up near the river here. How big was the town? Were there more homes like in the direct vicinity behind?
Yeah, it
here?
was 65,000 people pre-war.
So with that being the case, operationally, is there a reason you would set your CP, your operations, right up against the river where it feels like it's so open to the possibility of like direct fire from across the river and things like that?
Well, again, fire goes in both directions,
Sure.
and so that allowed we had enough firepower, like with 50 cals and everything, that we wanted to dominate the Germans. We had more direct fire weapons pointed at them because they had so few buildings on the other side. That was mostly farmland. So we wanted to be right up, and again, so did the guys from the 79th Division that were here first. So that's why they were right up. So behind us is OP2. It's the original building. It's had quite a lot of work done, but that's the location. So that's where 2nd Platoon was. That's where there were elements of 1st Platoon was Shifty, but they all met here, and it was right in front of the OP at the river that they all crossed and then split up. It's here where they initially bring the prisoners, and it's in the basement of the house that Eugene Jackson is gonna pass away. The brown building right there on the other side of the intersection, you can see it's also had a lot of work done. But that little balcony up there, that was the company CP, so that's where Carwood Lipton and Ron Spears had the company headquarters. And that's where Colonel Sink and Colonel Allen came, accompanied by the 2nd Battalion Commander, Dick Winters, down here. And, Sink was all happy and intoxicated, and they're up there on that balcony doing this pointing, and the other guy, Winters and Spears and Lipton are just like, oh, boss, stone. But so you can see the 3rd Battalion CP, not 100% sure which building it is because there's been a lot of construction done. But from some of the maps we had, we do know that was the location of CP1. We know this is CP2, and we know that was the company CP. So for easy, unbeknownst to them at the time, that this is their last offensive combat action. They're going to go back to Mormolon by the time they turn around, and the Germans are now being pushed back all along the front, and they're going to be sent down to Bavaria because that's where it was assumed by Ike and all the intel people. Turns out to be not true. But they thought, because it was the 2nd seat of the Nazi government, that's where Hitler had his home, and all the other good Nazi officials had their homes there too. And the assumption was, and we knew that they were building tunnels and all this stuff, so the assumption was they would fall back to that, and it's in the mountains, and somehow it got the name the Great Redoubt, that's where there would be the last holdout, and it's in the mountains, and it's going to be hard fighting. So that's why the 3rd Infantry Division, the 2nd French Armored Division, and the 101st are doing a beeline for Berchtesgaden, but that's not going to happen until several weeks later. So E Company is going to get a little bit of downtime. They're going to get some replacements in Mormolon before they ship out on basically the route that we're going to take tomorrow. Pending your further questions, this concludes my brief today. Apart from small talk at dinner, you don't have to listen to me anymore. So, you can get back on the bus. Thank you.